At bat, shot 24, take 2.
Today, only 6% of MLB players are African American, down from the almost 18% in 1986. Through our project, Dreams Fuel Greatness, our group of amazing filmmakers came together to tell the story of Miles Smith, a kid with a dream to a major leaguer. Although my dreams of being a major league ball player didn't quite materialize, I am fortunate enough to be able to direct a project that can inspire a new generation of ball players that aspire to make it to the big leagues. Day one of the shoot, we got to film at a home location, and this is really where we got to sit down and tell the story of this kid that's dreaming about, being a major leaguer one day. So his bedroom was the perfect place to showcase this story. And through the art direction, we were really able to bring this set to life. And it was just an amazing thing. Kelly did such a great job just making this space feel real and feel lived in. And this was really where we're gonna get our first look at our kid, Miles Smith. I was a former professional baseball player of 10 years. I'm an African-American baseball player. I'm someone that's been around the game for a really long time, as my father also played. This topic means a lot to me for a lot of different reasons, but I really do feel that it's my responsibility to tell stories like this, to tell a story that, is empowering to the youth, to the African-American youth, but all kids of color, that they need to dream bigger than their current reality, and that's the only way that any of this is possible. So day two of the project, things changed up a little bit. We got to shoot at the Halos training facility, and this is where we're gonna cover our, baseball movements, our training, see the growth of our athlete going from a prospect, and then finally finished, we got to see him in his major league uniform for the first time in this scene. It was really a powerful day, an exciting day. We had over 20 crew members there, rigging lights to the ceiling, blocking windows, just so many different things had to happen just to make this possible. I was really in awe, standing back, looking and watching all these amazing people work for a common goal to make this happen. It was truly one of my favorite days all time as a filmmaker. Just getting to take it all in and seeing it happening and just seeing this group work so well together and just really seeing the vision come to life for the first time with getting to see Miles in the uniform. It was just an incredible moment. I think all of us were really excited and just had such great energy that day. It was unbelievable. On day three, we had a couple scenes that we had to cover in a studio. One being the media day scene that we see where Miles is answering questions after a big home run. And two was the draft scene, the celebration of him getting drafted and that moment in time that's so powerful as a professional baseball player that fortunately I got to experience. And we tried to take that emotion and implement it in this quick scene that we actually shot with confetti falling from the sky. Just the things that came out of this, the little things like, our executive producer, Max, grabbing a projector from his house, speeding it over there, then creating a Photoshop background and putting it up on the wall so that we could have the logos in the background for the media day scene. Just incredible things that happened that weren't necessarily planned on at the beginning that ended up making this thing go next level. So after day three, the holidays came, so we had about 2 months off in between production for day four, then day five. Day four was gonna be the most complicated shot of them all because day four is the climax of this whole film. It's the home run that Miles hits in the major leagues. And we were gonna accomplish this with green screen and VFX. So we've got an amazing VFX artist, Regin. He lives in Dubai, and he's putting together a representation of Yankee Stadium, and we're gonna put Miles right there at home plate. We had a lot of meetings with Regin to try to figure out what exactly he would need from our team when it comes to production, and he laid out a perfect plan for us to execute back here in the States. and it just was a seamless situation, worked out great, and really, I think, adds another level of quality and polish to this project by being able to, you know, really have that immersive feel in Yankee Stadium. This was a long day. We were on green screen the whole day, so we really had to learn how to imagine a little bit something that wasn't there and bring that kind of immersion into it. What was real cool, we had our background actors, we had a catcher, we had an umpire that got to stand in and kind of give us a real look at things, along with Miles just being a stud up at home plate. So it really turned out great. I was really happy and proud with it. But it was one of those shoots where when you get done shooting, you're like, what did we really do? Because it's hard to kind of see the final product, but you got to believe in the vision and let people do their thing, you know? And I think that's been my biggest takeaway from this project so far. You get really talented people on your team, and as a director, it's not my job to tell them what to do. It's my job to relay what the vision is and let them do what they do best. And I think when you do that, you're gonna get the most elevated project that you can, because as a director, you can't do it all yourself. You gotta allow your team to help you, and you gotta allow the freedom to let those people cook. And I think that's what we did on this thing. So day 5 was the last day. Day 5 was, you know, the culmination of all of this, and actually the day that I enjoyed the most. In the building. I'm very excited. We're almost done with this thing. This is the last day. We are here at the Lake Country Dockhounds. They are an independent ball team in the American Association, and this is just exciting. It's like back in the old school days. Still back at home at the baseball field, but we're doing film today. And we got to shoot a really powerful scene that I think really ties a bow on this project and brings it home, gets that emotional beat. But it was a really cool day. We got to hang out at the stadium all day, unload the gear, get the locker room set up. The Dockhounds were so kind to allow us to use a lot of different gear and different things to fill those lockers. And we really wanted it to feel like, you know, a post-game type situation. And this was just like such a crazy moment. At the last shot, they call this the martini shot. Yes. We're on the martini shot currently, the final shot of the project, Dreams Feel Greatness. And it's maybe the most difficult shot we have of the whole project, but we're gonna make it happen. But when it was all said and done, it felt so good to finally, you know that it was in the can. I think immediately after that, you know, you get that, now it's time to, you know, go get this thing edited, get this thing packaged, and start marketing something. So your brain kind of switches in that gear pretty quick, but it did feel really great to have it shot, completed, and just know the hard work that the whole team put in, because it really and truly was a special moment on set for me, for the crew, for the actors. You know, this was my love letter back to baseball, Dreams Feel Greatness, and personally, it took a long time for me to come back and revisit the game of baseball after playing for so many years. And I really am happy and thankful because I was able to put everything into this, and it really and truly is the vision that I had from the beginning, and even better and even more developed than I could ever imagine because of the amazing team we had that came and did their thing on this. And I'm just so thankful for everyone that was working on this, and excited to see it. So if you haven't seen Dreams Feel Greatness, please go watch it right now. If you have seen it, I hope this was a great insight into how we put this thing together, because it was truly, you know, a lot of work and a lot of effort that goes into something like this. I think people sometimes think that, oh, these video projects just happen and come out of thin air and it's just people being creative in the moment. There are things that happen there, but a project like this really does take a lot of prep work that comes at the beginning to get us to this stage to even be able to do this, especially dealing with 15 to 20 people on set for every shoot day. It really does make it a kind of a different beast. If you enjoyed behind the scenes content like this, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, follow us, and we're gonna have more of this coming. You can follow our journey with Media Bolt as we continue to make projects like this, and hopefully along the way we can teach something, or you can teach us something. So thank you so much, and with that, peace.